In this episode of Falmouth in Focus, we take you to a forum to address the housing crisis in Falmouth. Spend some time learning more about three of our town's most treasured annual traditions and find out how the Falmouth Historical Society honored a Falmouth resident who's made a lasting impact on the lives of countless individuals and families. All this and much more on this edition of Falmouth in Focus. Hello and welcome to Falmouth in Focus, FCTV's current affairs program. I'm Michael Kasparian. We begin this episode with a report on an issue affecting the entire community of Falmouth, the housing crisis. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, in collaboration with the group Housing to Protect Cape Cod, recently organized a special event known as the Housing Huddle, held at the Falmouth Public Library on Wednesday, June 7th. The presentation aimed to shed light on the challenges faced by residents in finding affordable housing solutions. Let's take a look.
Today's event is really about building awareness and education around what's happening in the town of Falmouth from a housing perspective. It's to build a grassroots effort around a pro-housing advocacy group so that just like the environmentalists have done for the last 20 years, we're trying to build the same around housing and promoting housing policy, housing funding, and that they want to be engaged in what's happening in the town at a planning and zoning board level, be engaged and know that their voice counts to make sure that the town is moving the direction that you as a resident want and to support those who live and work here year-round.
What we hear at the Chamber constantly from our members is they can't hire enough people in order to meet their maximum revenue, and that's because people can't afford to live here. Housing Assistance Corporation that are doing these community-focused huddle groups, and they're really the lead on it. So they've brought together people who are advocating for affordable housing, and in Falmouth it's us, working with them as well. Our housing coordinator, Kim Fish, Karen Bissonette from Falmouth Housing, and other individuals from HUI, EDIC, et cetera, coming together to talk about the problem. And this is going to be an opportunity for us to just kind of further educate people on the crisis in housing. Because I don't think enough people understand that it really is a crisis situation, that there is not enough housing for people who want to work here and live here. We're losing families. The Cape in whole is losing 1,000 families per year that are leaving the Cape because they can't afford to live here.
And the housing that is here is predominantly single-family homes, and the prices seem to keep going up, which is building this massive affordability gap between the working community, people who are in our workforce, people who are teachers, our public safety, our healthcare workers. There's a gap between what their income is and what they can afford. We need to be able to bridge that gap, and bridging it is both incentives that we can think about for developers, the town can do, as well as how we can do some different types of housing. So not just single family homes, so duplexes, apartment buildings, condos, shared living, things of that nature for both ends of the population, for the young families that are trying to get there and for our seniors who are ready to transition out of a single family home into something more manageable, more of their lifestyle now. So
it's not just solving, to solve housing, we have to also work on and solve some of our wastewater issues. It's much deeper than just putting up a bunch of buildings. We have a planning board that has worked very, very hard on a plan. It's everybody coming together and supporting the type of development that we need, particularly rental units, and that people are not doing the whole "not in my backyard" the NIMBY thing. That is what I'm hoping is that people will understand. We have to make some changes.
If you get engaged, you can help push housing in the direction you want that stays with the town feel, the town character, versus resisting and then you don't know what the end result's going to be. So being part of the solution versus watching it happen is the biggest thing we're trying to get out of here.
Our community comes together and that there's room at the table for everybody, from the person serving you your coffee at Dunkin' Donuts drive-through to the surgeon who's giving you your hip or your knee replacement. Everybody who works in town should have the opportunity to live in town. FCTV was there to broadcast the event live. To view the replays of the Housing Huddle, please check the channel listing on fctv.org. It's time now for FCTV's condensed version of the takeaways from recent municipal meetings. Selections are chosen based on community impact.
The Select Board met in a regular session this past Monday and affirmed the town's new police chief, Jeffrey Laurie. Chief Laurie has served as chief in both Uxbridge and Westboro and addressed the board and the town for the first time.
My wife, Carol, and I, who's here with me tonight, we are really looking forward to relocating to Falmouth. I'd like to thank you all for this awesome opportunity. My promise to the Falmouth community, as well as the men and women who serve on our police department, I will advocate tirelessly for the needs of the agency and community. I want you all to know that we will continue to honor past traditions as we create new ones together. Falmouth PD is a professional organization, and as a team, we will work collaboratively to enhance the services we provide to those we are entrusted to serve. There is no greater honor than that of public service, helping and protecting others, and I look forward to leading, mentoring staff for their career growth and working with all of you in service to Falmouth and our region. Thank you.
Further into the agenda, a petitioner asked the board to send a letter of opposition to the Joint Base Cape Cod 8-lane machine gun range to be situated atop the Upper Cape's sole source aquifer. The rejection would be based on the recent EPA project review determination that found the gun range may create a significant public health hazard.
I think the language of the draft determination is confusing in its use of the word may. And what I mean by that is just that my understanding is this is sort of the end of the analysis in terms of the EPA's position as to whether there should be federal funding. And essentially what they're saying is that they've done all of this study, and the conclusion is that if the project were to go forward, it may contaminate. And there isn't necessarily, I don't think, more analysis that can be done before the project is put in place to determine whether or not there is contamination. And that's the dilemma for everybody, I think, for this board and for the federal government.
So the question is, are you willing to take the risk? Okay, and for me, given what Falmouth has gone through previously with water, I am not. I don't want to wait until they build this and they come back and say, yeah, it did contaminate.
Ultimately, the board voted unanimously to send the EPA a letter of opposition to the range, citing concerns for protecting our water supply.
To see the meetings in their entirety, check out Government Channel 15's program schedule at fctv.org. After a short break, we'll turn our attention to a unique bike ride that recently occurred along the picturesque Shining Sea Bikeway. Stay with us. The Wounded Warrior Soldier Ride is a 4-day cycling experience that provides wounded veterans the unique opportunity to use cycling and the bonds of service to overcome physical, mental, and emotional injuries. The ride passed through Falmouth recently along the scenic Shining Sea Bikeway, and FCTV was there to salute and cheer on the riders.
We're here with Wounded Warrior Project for a couple soldier ride. We're going to be doing some bike riding, doing about 20 miles today, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy the countryside and enjoy the camaraderie with other vet families.
Yes, we're very excited to be our 12th year here in Falmouth, and these warriors come in from all over the country to ride as a rehabilitative bike ride. And this year they're riding with spouses or significant others to help rebuild the bonds between them that have suffered from their service.
Thank you, and please keep doing it. It's been absolutely life-changing for both of us. The amount of healing and support and growth that I've experienced because of the programming at Wounded Warrior Project and because of the community support is I don't have words for that. It's just been amazing and life-changing for me and for my wife and for my family.
I would say it's helped give us some tools to help with both of us, with mental health and with
Physical health. Yeah,
physical
I think the events like this and others that Wounded Warrior Project provides for us really go towards supporting a sense of health and wellness and really positive outlook on life. And it's been it's monumental in our healing process and in helping us develop a culture in our own lives of healing and feeling good and getting plugged back into the community and all those things that just make for a good life.
And we appreciate all the kindness of the town and the neighboring towns that has given us. To me, the most important thing is the camaraderie, being with the Warriors. I served 42 years in the service, and I miss my Warriors. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Just
We're
an
super
addition.
excited.
Yeah, we're super excited. I think really thank you so much. Thank you to the Cape Cod community and everybody that's been involved. Wounded Warrior Project, of course. But it means so much to have all you guys coming out and supporting us and providing this opportunity for us.
The Soldier Ride serves as a platform for healing, personal growth, and positive impact in the lives of veterans and active duty service members who have made tremendous sacrifices for our country. It's also become a beloved early summer tradition here in Falmouth. Thanks to Alan Russell for that report. Another beloved summer tradition in Falmouth is our town band, a community ensemble that has been entertaining residents and visitors of Falmouth for many years. Comprised of local musicians of varying ages and skill levels, the band performs a diverse repertoire of music, including traditional marches, patriotic tunes, show tunes, and more. We caught up with many of the musicians at a recent rehearsal.
I'm Peter Cook, and I'm the Falmouth Town Band MC.
My name is Paul April. I'm the stage manager for the band.
Hi there. My name's Tom Borning. I'm the conductor of the Falmouth Town Band.
The band's been around. This is its 63rd season, and they've been around for a long time.
It's the camaraderie of the people that play the same instrument that you do and others that play different instruments and how well they play.
We have some new people joining the band this year, plus a lot of people returning.
We have all different skills here. We have people who are real experts. And you have people like me who I like to play. I'm not expert. I can't play the trumpet like some people do. And in my old age, it's harder to play the high notes. So, but it's still fun to play with them.
The Falmouth Town Band performs every summer, 10 concerts. This year is from June 29th to August 1st. And it's Thursday nights, 7:30 to 9. Free concerts. Families and kids are welcome. I have a ball as MC talking about history of songs and introducing the band and getting the audience excited. At the end of the concert, I have the fun of leading the kids in a march every single concert, Stars and Stripes Forever or National Emblem or some other patriotic type song. And we march around with flags, have a lot of fun, and it's just a great evening. It's a great evening.
Because we run 60, 70, 75 people here, sometimes playing every Thursday night. And it alternates. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less, depending on what people are doing.
I'm looking forward to the 2023 season. We have a lot of the same favorites that you've come to know and enjoy, but we also have some new music ahead. And I'm always, like every year, I'm always excited to conduct the Falmouth Town Band.
Down and out, and sit no hope at all. If you just believe there's nothing.
The Town Band performs free of charge every Thursday evening at the Music and Arts Pavilion, Marina Park, next to Falmouth Harbor. Remember to bring a chair or blanket and make the most of these treasured local happenings. Thanks to Anthony Sedera and Sean Michael Hibbert for that piece. Another sign of warmer weather and another harborside event, the Falmouth Farmers Market is back at Marine Park overlooking beautiful Falmouth Harbor. The market is packed with local fare, fresh produce, meats, and local products for all to enjoy. Let's take a look at what vendors have to offer.
We're at Marina Park, and it's a gorgeous location. Today we have this nice breeze coming off the harbor, and the sun is shining, and local fruits and veggies and food artisans from around the Cape and southeastern Massachusetts. It's really heartwarming. We have a great community that loves the farmers market, and we see people that come back each year and each week, and we get to hear about what they've made with what they picked up the week before. You know, strawberry rhubarb right now is real big. So we hear all sorts of special things, you know, little pieces of people's lives that they share with us each time they come to the market. Local food keeps money in our local economy. So we're supporting the farmers that grow that food, and there's no middleman, no giant corporation in between. It's just you and the farmer, and it's fresh, it's full of vitamins because it hasn't been transported and stored, and there's just something special about biting into that carrot that just got pulled out of the ground here in Falmouth yesterday. So this year we welcomed the scallop truck. They have day boat scallops. So the scallops were just floated off the boat last night, and they come here to the market in the morning and hopefully onto your dinner plate that night.
So we actually have two sorts of gleaning programs right here at the market. We are here from noon to 5 with our coolers. We invite home gardeners to bring their surplus here and community gardeners to bring their surplus here. And we call this program Share Your Bounty. We've been doing this for about 3 years, and we collect whatever you have in surplus. Oh, and we can also take dry goods. So any non-perishables that you would like to donate as well. All of it is going that day to the Falmouth Service Center.
We want to make sure that everyone knows that you can use your EBT, your SNAP benefits here at the market, especially that you can use your HIP benefits. And HIP is a program, it's not a special sign up. If you have SNAP, you have the HIP program. That rebates up to $40 each month onto your card for fresh fruits and veggies. That means you can use your card with farmers here at the market, and you purchase those fruits and veggies and the amount goes directly back onto your card, but the farmers are still paid for it. We also offer a bonus for SNAP, so if you come and see us at the green information tent here at the market, we can swipe your card and you get these little coins, and they're good for any SNAP eligible food, and all of our vendors here take them. And then we also give you these tokens, and these are for fruits and veggies. It's a $10 bonus each week. So we have a lot here, and we'd really like you to come in and speak with us about it.
The Farmers Market is open every Thursday at Marine Park from noon to 5 p.m. through the first week of October. If you have extra produce you can't use, please make a note to bring it on Thursdays to contribute to the Falmouth Service Center. Thanks to Bob Fenstermaker and Sean Michael Hibbert for that story. On July 10th, Brenda Swain received the prestigious Heritage Award from the Falmouth Historical Society in recognition of her outstanding contributions to the community. Brenda has made a lasting impact on the lives of countless individuals and families in need through her 19 years as director of the Falmouth Service Center. To celebrate, the Society took us back to 1983, the year that the Service Center opened. FCTV was there.
Well, welcome here to the Falmouth Museums on the Green. Rachel Lovett, I'm the executive director here at the museum. Very excited tonight. We have our 23rd annual Heritage Celebration, and this honors a special person in the community. Tonight we have Brenda Swain. We're honoring many works that she does here in the community, but specifically the 19 years she spent at the Falmouth Service Center. And so it's a party. We have a theme. It's 1983 Falmouth, which is very exciting. We also have Senator Susan Moran here tonight too, and she'll say a few words. So with that, I think I'll hand it over to Brenda, and she could talk about all her work she's done.
Hi there. So this is quite an honor, Rachel, to be able to come here to the Historical Society and see so many familiar faces and share my love of Falmouth with everybody who's here. The work that I've done is sort of a drop in the bucket of what happens in this community each and every day for many, many centuries. And, you know, I did something today that I should have done a long time ago. I finally joined the Historical Society. I hadn't done that, so I encourage people to do that. I got a family membership, so my mom and my husband and I can all come. There's so many great events here, and I'm just really honored to be considered someone who's made a difference in Falmouth, because this community is indeed special because of so many great people. So thank you, Rachel, and the Historical Society for honoring me today.
I just want to add my appreciation. First of all, it's a lovely event. Rachel, your leadership is really shining through today, as it often does. And to really lift up the work that Brenda has done and grown the service center and made it a place where people feel warm and welcomed. And that's because of her leadership. So it's wonderful to be able to celebrate that today and to really think about the way that Brenda and others that she mentioned in the community have really lifted Falmouth up into the incredibly interesting and historical and loving place that it is.
The Falmouth Historical Society established the Heritage Award in 2000 to mark its 100th anniversary and to recognize those who have provided outstanding leadership and made significant contributions to the Falmouth community. We congratulate our good friend Brenda Swain for her well-deserved honor. After the break, we'll spend some time with the recently graduated Falmouth High School class of 23 and much more. Stay with us. In the first week of June, Falmouth High School held its long-awaited graduation ceremony that honored the achievements of the class of 2023. Dressed in maroon caps and gowns, students took center stage in the Antonucci Fieldhouse to receive their diplomas. Here's more from the ceremony, which was a poignant reminder of the transformative journey these students underwent and the promising futures that awaited them.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Falmouth High School class of 2023. If the binder in the principal's office is accurate, the first graduating class from Lawrence High School was 1876, making all of you the 147th graduating class of Lawrence and Falmouth High School. You are part of a proud legacy. Thank you for making my first year one of the very best years of my educational career. Dream big, be awesome, and do not stop believing.
During freshman year, I cared about where I sat in the cafeteria and who smiled back at me in the hallways. Today, we're sitting in rows next to people we may not know everything about, but we've come together on this one day to turn our tassels and to accomplish the same goal. One thing I like to say, and I hope you all agree with, is that if high school hasn't taught you to not care about what other people think, then you did it wrong. We've grown as individuals, but more importantly, we've grown as a class. We've changed so much from the kids we once were. We've all spent the last 4 years working on our goals and working as a team to graduate. We're graduating together as one town, and one family.
We are here to celebrate the accomplishments, the failures, every moment we have gone through individually and as a class over these past 12 years. We may feel unprepared for what is to come, and I believe we should welcome that feeling. Seeking discomfort is one of the hardest things we can do as humans, But the only thing more painful than learning from experience is not learning from experience. Our class has never shied away from a difficult experience, whether it be playing the hardest team in sports, opening night for a school show, performing in a band concert, preparing for the next art critique, victories, failures. The directions for this type of human experience could never be found on a printed map. As a class, we had to experience the unknown world of FHS for ourselves. We made it to the moment we have anxiously waited for our whole lives. We have made it through every bell, every hard assignment, every bad grade, every hard class. We have made it through every drive time, every SAT, and most importantly, every day we thought we couldn't get through. We made it through everything, and we made it through together.
And now it is my pleasure and honor to announce that by the authority vested in me, I publicly affirm these members of class of 2023 have successfully completed the requirements prescribed by the state of Massachusetts, the Falmouth School Committee, and the Falmouth High School administration and faculty. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the graduates of Falmouth High School. We wish them the very best in their future endeavors. To watch the replay of the graduation ceremony, check the educational program listings at fctv.org. FCTV wants to remind you that television can be as easy as hitting record on your smartphone. We'd like to invite all Falmouth residents and visitors to share their slice of life with us. Email us your photos and videos, or upload them to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag MyFalmouth or Falmouth in Focus to be featured on the show. Thank you to our most recent contributors. We leave you now with the sights and sounds of T-Ticket Elementary School's Walk to School Day for teachers, students, and staff. Thank you for watching Falmouth in Focus. We'll see you next time.
Happy walk to school.